Hey Sunshine, I am Franny of Shine with Franny and I'm so glad you're here. I believe every event in our lives is divine and I believe that you are here on purpose today. This 7-day challenge evolves from several responses to some videos that I posted related to my personal transformation. In one video, I shared my weight loss of 120 pounds, which I've maintained for nearly 2 decades and really worked to never find again. But recently I started seeing those same unhealthy habits that began creeping back into my life, but in a completely different area. One that completely blindsided me. But this time it wasn't food, but an unhealthy, destructive relationship that truly rocked my world. So I was so humbled and inspired when you started asking how I made the decision to end this relationship and move forward. But even better, you began asking how you could do it too. I was super jazzed because I love action takers. I was encouraged to help you on your personal journey. But more and more of you kept sharing your own personal addictions, your desire to stop weighing yourself every morning, or how to stop being jealous of your friend's latest and greatest, and the desire to stop seeking approval from your boss or from your friends or your boyfriend or your parents, the need to limit your Facebook usage because of the way that it was impacting your own self-esteem, or maybe even your extravagant weekend shopping sprees. And the list kept growing and growing as more and more of you reached out. But as I spent time responding, I was realizing there's a universal need for healing and transformation. And so here we are. I created a 7-day series to help you heal your pain and transform your life with some steps that worked for me. You see, for nearly 2 decades, I journeyed, sometimes very painfully, through self-help books, therapy, podcasts, Bible studies, webinars, and so much more to finally arrive right where I am today. While I'm certainly not an expert and certainly not where I need to be, I have learned some valuable steps that help me transform my mind, body, and spirit. And I really want to share these tools with you too. I know that there are numerous programs out there, but you are here today because you are ready for a change, and this is not an accident. The steps in my personal journey include a strong spiritual component. So while you don't have to be a Christian, you must believe in a higher power. I'll reference a variety of books and songs and quotes, and many will include messages of the Bible. However, they'll all have a universal theme, that you are created by God and are designed for relationship and called to love. So here we are, a tribe of people ready and willing to explore over the next 7 days the essential steps you need to make a change in your life. So you ready? Let's get started with step 1. We know that people are really striving to determine what their purpose is in order to be able to go ahead and fulfill their purpose. So whether it be in their job or their relationship or, just their everyday lives, people are really striving. And several years ago, Rick Warren wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life. And outside of the Bible, this is the second most translated book in the world. That's pretty incredible. It just goes to prove how many people are really looking to determine their purpose. And of course, I read this, in a Bible study when it first came out and did the accompanying journal. And I've read it several times, as my life changes and evolves. I read it several different times. But one of the books that was most influential to me, and I of course encourage you to read The Purpose-Driven Life, but I'm going to really encourage you to read The Life of the Beloved, a fantastic book. And it talks about communion, which I think is the first step to a transformation. You have to be in communion with God. You have to recognize why you are here. You have to recognize that you are loved and valued and worthy. And then you explore the reasons why you're here and your special gifts and your talents. And so in the book, Life of the Beloved, he talks about communion and the actual physical communion you perhaps might take at church. And he talks about the 4 steps of taking communion. And he talks about how it's taken, blessed, broken, then shared. And he gives the analogy that each and every one of us is taken, we are blessed, we are then broken by our life's experiences, and then we're shared with the world, which is really what I'm doing here as I, share my story, my personal journey with you. I talk about how so much of the pain has led to, leading me to a place of total transformation. And now I want to share that with you. And so there's a reason why you're here today as well. So I want you to really think about those 4 steps of being taken, taken by God, being blessed by Him, all the wonderful people and opportunities and experiences and circumstances that you've encountered in your life. Think about the ways in which you have also then been broken, whether it be, relationships that you have broken up with, or whether it be, maybe a financial loss that you've experienced. And then I want you to think about how you can take those experiences and use them as opportunities to share them with the world. They're in your life for a reason. And so why don't you tell me a little bit about those? Please make sure you go on to Facebook. Tell us a little bit about one of those areas, either being taken, blessed, broken, or shared. Tell us a little bit more about that. Tell me how, how that experience transformed you, or how that helped you, or how you plan to use it help you or help the world. Even better yet, that's what we're here for. So I want you to really think about the word communion as our first step, is that communing with God, recognizing that, because of him, we have been created, and then recognizing all of those steps of being taken, blessed, broken, and shared to determine what your life's purpose is. So really, as we enter into communion with God, I want you to know, and kind of the little note that I want you're certainly welcome to post it on Facebook, share it with friends, tweet about it, make a little note card, quote card about it. You are made by God, for God, and you're meant to share God. So think about that as you recognize and you go forward in your day today, and really, really set forth with intention to be in communion with God and with your highest self.